Welcome back to the Writer's Wardrobe. This week's story is called Oh, the Humanity. It has a certain ring to it, something like a melody, which is the author's name, Melody Kepler. Whenever you're ready, Becky, I whisper to myself as I stand in front of a two-way mirror, staring at the buttons that would ultimately decide the fate of the world. Let humans try to stop the AI takeover, or release a toxin into the atmosphere to get the AI off the back of the human race. How the hell did I get here? Why am I the one to decide? It was the lottery. There was no way any one person could be in charge of what was to happen. They put the name of every person who studied medicine, philosophy, and pretty much anyone else who had earned a PhD in the field into a hat. Yours truly won in the end. Anthropology was my study of choice. After my dissertation, I grew to have a certain level of disdain for the way human nature is played out, and now they created AI sentient enough to want us eradicated. One trigger-happy loon opened a gate for them to get off a localized network, and poof, poof, poof. That's all it took for them to start taking over. I guess, luckily for them, regardless of my annoyance with humanity, I appreciate the history and complexity of evolution too much to let us go extinct due to a few electrical circuits going haywire. With a deep breath, I glance at the orange button before pressing the green one. The lights go off and an alarm blares through the room, accompanied by a flashing red light. There's a hissing noise, and I start choking as steam releases into the air. Science had been prepping this for years, collecting saliva and DNA samples from every possible source in order to create enough variation. Fuck, that's a long sentence. From every possible source in order to create enough variations that every human would be infected if we ever got to this point without AI concerns. With hands to my throat, I cough and fall to my knees, gasping for air. The discomfort spreads from my chest through my extremities, finalizing in my head. It throbs, and I scream as the crushing pressure causes my ears to ring. With hands over my ears in the fetal position, everything goes silent, including the pain. I succumb to the relief and lay there on the floor before the smell hits my nose. I sit up, feet sprawling out before me, and look around, sniffing the air. What is that amazing scent? Hand on the ledge of the button podium in the middle of the room, I drag myself upright, looking around while sniffing to find the source of the godly aroma. Movement catches the corner of my eye, bringing my gaze to the mirror. Startled, I jump away from the creature staring back at me. Holy shit. That's not what zombies were supposed to look like.